Let me say thank you to all of you all for coming out today. It is an amazing, amazing turnout. I'm overwhelmed. I really am. I didn't expect this sort of turnout. And we're just getting started. So thank you guys for being here. What I thought we would do is, I still have staff on the way. For once, I'm ahead of them. This is Tenisha Bowden. She's our communications director. Tara Adams, who is one of our district reps, will be here shortly. And she will be the person, if you need to get a hold of me, you want to get email addresses, change business cards, that will be one of the people that you can do that with. What I thought I would do is, because I'm more interested in hearing from you than actually talking to you, so I'm going to share with you some just sort of reflections about the last months, and then open it up for questions, comments, concerns, things that you want me to know. First of all, this is a great job. Thank you for the honor of representing you in the time that you've been. It's not the administration that I would prefer to work with, but in all seriousness, I am still kicking myself every day when I get up and go to the Capitol, when I walk in those halls, when I'm casting my vote. It is an amazing opportunity and responsibility that I take seriously, and I thank you all for it. Please know, while I think I know most of the folks in here and their political persuasion, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, I work for you. The biggest joy I can have, the biggest joy that I have is when we help resolve a constituent problem. I mean, voting is fine, making big speeches on the floor is fine, but actually helping the government work for you is what really floats our boat, and that's what we're going to try to be about. So, no problem is too small, no problem is too big. If it's something that we think is better handled by another branch of government, like local or state government, we'll certainly tell you that, but that's our mission. Democrat, Republican, Independent, Libertarian, doesn't matter. You're my responsibility for the next 2 years, so I want to help you as best I can. So reflections from the first couple of months. Obviously, the biggest concern that many of us have just walking around this room is the Affordable Care Act. A couple of things that I think need to be said in terms of helping inform your neighbors about what's going on, because the fact that you're here probably means that you're highly informed, that you're well informed on a lot of issues. And so part of what I'm going to ask you to do, if you're so inclined, is to help spread this message elsewhere. But the number one thing that I think people need to understand is that the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare are the same thing. You laugh, but I have been places where that is not understood, where people want to repeal Obamacare, but they want to hold on to their Affordable Care Act. In some respects, I'm not trying to get you to lighten up on your activity and your enthusiasm and your energy that you're putting forth and letting people know how you feel about things. But in some respects, I would suggest to you that a large part of the battle of the Affordable Care Act has been won. Because if you listen to the other side, they're talking in our terms. They're talking about what? Everybody having insurance. Keeping your child on until you're 26, until they're 26. No pre-existing conditions disqualifying you from insurance. The other side is like the proverbial dog that caught the car. It's like, what do we do now? And the reason they have a problem with what do we do now is because the plan that is known as Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act is really a Republican universal health care plan. There are really two ways to go about this. The way this happened with the Affordable Care Act or single payer. And so if you enter the notion of universal health care, this is about as conservative a plan as you're going to get. And so we will see how it develops. It's also interesting to watch the conversation, right? Because it's gone from repeal to repeal and replace, to repeal and repair. And so, Lord knows that there are things that can be tweaked with the Affordable Care Act, but the notion of repealing it altogether, I think, is not likely to happen. One, I think it's antithetical to who we are as a people, taking 20 million people out of the health insurance industry and not giving them an opportunity to intersect with that at an affordable rate. Because what's going to happen if we do that? We are the most charitable country on the face of the earth. They're still going to get care. The problem is they're going to get care at the emergency room. The problem is that they're going to get care on everybody else's nickel. Right? Well, I would suggest to you that that's not the case, because there are certain people who are paying premiums, and while some of those premiums are being subsidized, they're still paying something. But the notion, because remember the reality of it is that they'll either get charity care, which will mean that the charity care will be borne by the rest of us. So I would suggest to you that we're doing a pretty good job. There may be things that we can fix, but by and large, the Affordable Care Act is here, and prayerfully we want it here to stay. And I have not seen any news today, so there may be things that are happening that I'm unaware of. And I haven't seen any news clips or anything. I've just been on the move since about 8 o'clock this morning.
No tweets this morning.
Okay. But I'm just going to say a couple more things and I'll open up for questions. I continue to be troubled by how I see us treating our immigrants in this country. There's a humane way to do this. I think it's 2015. I stand to be corrected. But the Senate of the United States passed a plan that had a path to citizenship, that kept families together, that didn't pull people out of the economy in such a drastic way. That is what I am for. I am not for the executive orders that have been issued. In fact, I have co-patient legislation to work against that. Let me put a pin in it for just a second. Tara Adams is now here. She's the lovely lady with the black hat on. She's the black. So if you need to interface with our office, that's one place where you can do it. So those are just a few reflections from the time that I've been in Congress. Everybody wants to ask the question, what's the most surprising thing? The most surprising thing is how much walking we do. You laugh, but I now average 10 miles a week going back and forth between the Cannon Building and the Capitol and committee meetings. I do not understand how people can gain weight and be in the Congress of the United States. I don't understand it. But thank you for being here. Let me open it up to questions. Any questions about any topic? Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to know what we can do in order to prevent the appointment of Supreme Court justice in the city. Can we perhaps that's something that needs to be voted on rather than taxing the courts, which is character itself that you can say as a space deal.
If I heard the question right, the question is about the president's appointment to the Supreme Court and what can be done to stop it. You know, it's interesting to me. First of all, I'm in the House and I don't get a say in that. That is for your United States senators, and I encourage you to contact them. But it's interesting to me, it sort of reminds me of the guy who ran into his employer's office and he held up his paycheck. He says, "Do you know what this is?" And his boss says, "Yes, that's your paycheck." "Well, do you know that it's $25 too light?" And he says, "Yes, I understand it's $25 too light, but you know what? Last month it was $25 too heavy, so I just corrected things." He said, "Oh no, that's not right." He said, "Well, you let the mistake go the first time. What's wrong with this mistake?" "Well, I'll tolerate one mistake, but I'm not going to tolerate that." And in many respects, the Republicans in the Senate are doing just that, right? Because they said to Garland, "You know what? We're not even going to give you the courtesy of a hearing. We're not going to give you the courtesy of a vote. We're not going to interview you privately or publicly." Yet now they want their member, their appointee, to be interviewed and have a hearing and all that. So What is being contemplated is, and again, I don't have a say in it, what's being contemplated is a filibuster against them. And, you know, yes, the Republicans can go nuclear. Yes, they can do away with the filibuster rule, and that's their prerogative should they choose to do it. And frankly, there's nothing we can do about that. But I would encourage you to stay in contact with your two United States senators. And look, whether you agree with your legislator or you disagree with your legislator, let us know how you feel, because your input is important. Particularly, and this is going to sound self-serving, but particularly those times when you agree with your legislator. Because so often you just say, okay, well, I agree with them, and you move on, right? Sometimes we need to hear an encouraging word.
That's right.
So be in contact regardless of how folks feel about a particular issue.